So how this particular person in question, because I could go in on a few of them one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you again go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like, I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true. I like receipts. So of course I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You know, you can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months when their dad just sort of cut them off. He was contributing a little bit of cash to their like monthly, you know, college spending, not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500, maybe, you know, and I never get into. And so one day he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with, I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know, but I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out. So I saw in that clip, that was some months ago too. You can go and reference it and find it, where he told this guy, he was on and on about this guy. And I think it was about old school hip hop heads and how you, and so honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, I'm so rich, I got this and I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. You know, he has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, you know, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts. So if whatever, somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, you know, we can talk about it. We can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it. I love receipts. But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because it's honor them, which I believe you should. Not even 8:30 in the morning. But my two oldest girls, they're young women. They're young women of the world. I think that was very tough for them, that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. Not even 8:30 in the morning. But my two oldest girls, you just start to see my kids. We didn't just go through a divorce. We went through this divorce, I don't know, 20 years ago, 20 some odd years ago. So this is not a situation, again, you can get receipts, you can go see where they say like, oh, kids been brainwashed, but we've been fine up until these past several years. So, you know, what happened? All of a sudden now the kids are brainwashed. All of a sudden now these young women who are grown women are babies. You know, they have their own relationship with you. You have your own not existent relationship with them. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone. You know, I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts I've had to block. Like, you do crazy shit, like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers. Again, I have receipts of all of this. I have receipts from your office saying that you sent flowers to yourself. And just start to see my kids. We didn't just.
I will come on here and talk about whatever I want because it's my life and I'm the one suffering. So, he has completely changed. The couple text I just had those are only the beginning. I'm gonna go through them if he's gonna. I don't want to post a ton, but if he tries to say that like it's not happening, I will. I have screen recordings. I have voice memos of things that you. It doesn't sound like a human being. He's like shrieking and yelling, and I mean he sounds like possessed. So I will say, I'm not even sure if it's like to his credit, but the best explanation I have is something mental going on, because I used to be very close to my dad. He used to be a good co-parent, close with my mom, my stepdad. He was his godfather to my little brothers. We all went on vacation together every year, like very close, well after the divorce. Everyone was really happy. When he had business ventures, my mom would invest in them, like good friends. He'd come stay with us, like we'd come stay there. We'd like all the time, everyone together. And then really he suddenly just decided that like if we don't agree, it's you're all like your mother, I hate you, always the same. Oh my, I mean he's just a different person. Like he has like looked me in the eye and I've been like, I need help. I was in Greece doing a camp and I was like, you cut off my debit card. I only got like couple $100 a month as a minor, and I was like, I'm in a foreign country and my debit card won't work. I can't even add money to it. Can you help me? And he was just like, no, I sure hope that you don't die on the streets of Thessaloniki. And I was like, no, like I'm really stranded out here. I need help. And he's like, well, maybe you should ask your mother not to sue me. And I'm like, you're suing her. And he's like, well, maybe when you decide you're gonna like be reasonable, I'll help you. And I'm like, this is unsafe. It's nighttime. What? You cut me off out of nowhere. And he did it like on purpose. He was like, oh, enjoy camp. I put like, you're good to go. I put money in your car. And then he cut it off when I landed. So I'd be stranded. My mom helped me. It was fine. Worse things have happened. I'm just saying he'll like look me in the eye and be like, well, maybe when you just decide to, like, threatening me. So I felt that was important to include, because if we do continue to get into it, and some of the things that I post are going to look crazy, and I agree, they're crazy, and it would honestly make me feel better if something was severely wrong, because this is just not the father that I know, or the father that I've had. You know, like, to this day, I would never let a man talk any kind of way to me, because my dad was always good to me, and then he just completely changed. So I just want to include that it could be that, and I don't know his mental situation, but like he used to do kind of crazy stuff, and then say he had COVID, so we'd all call him, or if we'd say, hey, I need some space because all you do is tell me how awful I am and how I have my mom's awful cunt genetics. So, hey, like I'm in school, and can you not harass me when I'm in school? He wasn't paying for school, by the way. Can you not harass me? And then I would say, I'm going to take some time. I did also want to come on here and say that.
Oh, it's crazy. So, people. So we live in a time of 2023 that we see celebrities and also regular people putting their family personal situation out to the public, and now it's the thing, Instagram, TikTok, and sometimes like this with the Russell Simmons situation with his ex-wife and a daughter. As you can see, this happened on Father's Day, then it turned into Juneteenth, and now we're talking about it here today about just really dragging how terrible Russell Simmons is. But I would say this, even though if that stuff can be true, it could be true. To me, stuff like that, stuff like this with fan pod, I think it should keep private. Keep stuff that's really, like I say, personal like that. Keep it private, because personally, for me, as being in this family, my mom, father, grandparents, if there's anything I have, something that's we might have a exchange about, like a heated exchange about, to me, it's like, stuff like that, you keep that in house, you don't open it out into the internet to let everybody know what the problem is and everything, because to me, that's just wrong. And that's the thing about it, because you got these two talking about Russell Simmons, and the thing is, it's like and Russell's going. I mean, that guy here, Russell's side of his statements and everything. And the thing is, y'all point him as being a bad guy, which he might well be. He might well be, But my thing is like, stuff like this, keep it in the house and see how figure out work with it. If y'all got to talk about it, each other in a room or talk to each other on the phone, or maybe get some therapy, about it, especially for the kids and everything. And the thing is like, the other oldest daughter, she's not into it, talking about anything because, maybe they have a broken relationship with her and Russell, or maybe not. But the thing is, the other daughter, she's not saying anything about it yet. Hopefully she's solid. But stuff like this, I don't like to see people, talk to, post family stuff online about the problems and everything. I think it's, it's not on code. And I think stuff like this should be stayed on code and really, really keep the stuff, in house, because this, pushing out here for, for everybody to see, it's just, you're it's good for us because everybody else is making money, but for family wise, and sir, it's not a good look. And hopefully they can get it resolved and really talk about this and work it out. That's my take on it.
I want to preference this and say this to everybody. This is a serious topic. When you see a black man break down in public, which if it's not his own accord, his family put that out there to discredit him. I want you to look at the tactic. What my brother said is right. Nobody knew what was going on. Not even Russell was saying anything. He was very discreet about what's going on. Just like fashion, the ladies go and put the business out there, hoping to put him at ease. So let's give everybody a backstory about this. Real quick. Russell met Kimora when she was young, from Korea, South Korea. She was like 18. He married her. When she divorced him, roughly around 2008, she took $238 million from him. Let's get that straight. $238 million. He had helped her start her own company, baby fat, and all this and that. So when she say he hasn't been contributing, I've been fitting the bill, I'm just confused. When you met him, you didn't have no money. He was already the owner of Def Jam. So there we all go. Another thing. Now, people need to understand Russell has been being sued, not only by her, but a couple other people. Life is stressful. He's lost millions of dollars. He has accusations from other things. Then he goes into a business with his wife. This stems from the Celsius business, where she took $4 million worth of shares out, and he said, you stifled me. Not with that. Not only that, so this is that. He has no money. He's stuck in a foreign country because of accusations, which we not know is true. Everybody's proven innocent and guilty. And his daughters don't understand this. And they said, I read there's text message that you lost it. She didn't take it from you. Why do you think men are so scared to get married now? Look at the end result of what happens. I'm not excluding him from him acting like a butthole. Let me give you that disclaimer. Nobody should be putting through nobody in no emotional strain, but for the love of Christ, we've never seen Russell Simmons act like this before. Never. We wouldn't even notice if his daughters and everybody wouldn't open up their mouth. It's none of our business. But what I see is a black man breaking down. Is a black man whose ability to make money is taken away from him. Is a black man whose kids side with their mother. Is a black man who watches his own daughter, Ming Lee, said Happy Father's Day to her mother, which is very disrespectful. I pray for Russell Simmons just like I pray for a lot of brothers out there who going through things, who's on the brink of suicide, dealing with women, losing houses, losing cars, losing this, and losing their children. That's my take.
That's a good one, Hakeem. Good one. And this is why you guys need to like, subscribe, and hit that notification on the bottom right here, because we do go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And also we do have videos that we put out for you guys so you watch it well, because we like to do content and we like to show you guys. Also, guys, I want to forget, you go to that community tab. Go make sure you buy our look and see if you can purchase our Chaos Culture Radio t-shirts that we have. We have different colors and varieties, And also we have Hakeem's book of Black Love. You know, you should cop that, yo. It's really, really good if you want to look for a long-term relationship. It's really, really good. But thank you guys. We really appreciate you. Ronnie's out for the week. He's on vacay. We'll be back for this next week, and we're gonna keep the show rolling like we always do. But as of Chaos Culture Radio,
We out. Peace.
peace.